So you don't have enough time to study? No problem. In this video we will have a look at what you can do to make sure that you will have more than enough time to study. Let's do this. People are busy. I'm busy. You are busy. We all have so many things to do and we all focus on all these things that feel important right now to us. Well, the problem is that most people focus on these things that are there to make sure that they do the things for today, and they're not doing anything at all to make sure that they have a good future. But luckily, studying is what is helping us to make a better future for ourselves. So this is what we will do. Because when you learn to master yourself and your time, you will see that there's a lot more that you can do and a lot more that you can accomplish. In this video, we will have a look at why you should be putting yourself on a time budget. And you will see how you benefit from all of this. So the solution is pretty simple. You have to put yourself on a time budget. So just like when you change your diet when you want to lose weight or you start doing more fitness exercises, you have to learn how to use your time a lot smarter as well. You stop wasting time on the less important things and you make sure that you invest in the things that will pay off, well, 10x in the future. And yes, I'm talking about things like studying. Now I know most of the things that we do, they feel important. So just have a look with me at what you can do to invest your time a lot better. For instance, first thing, you can, well, start to watch only 2 episodes of your favorite sitcom on Netflix or your favorite YouTube channel. So 2 episodes instead of 3. And you use the time that you receive from this to learn, to study, to read. What you can also do is, if you're in your car, I don't care if it's going to work or going to the shop for groceries, you can listen to audiobooks. And another thing you can do is you can study in short bursts of study time. So you study only 15 minutes or 10 minutes at a time. But adding that up, you will study a lot more during the day. What I'm saying is that there's a lot more time available to you if you understand what is important for you. So from now on, consciously think about the things that you have to focus on in order to grow in the future. Here are a few simple things or steps you can take to study more. So the first thing we have to do after making sure that we want to study is understanding again why we are studying. Understand why you want to study and understand what that will bring for you in your life. Next thing you do is you look at what you're doing right now, and then you make sure that you remove all the waste, all the noise in what you're doing right now. Really, really think about this. Put yourself on a time budget. Make sure that there are a couple of activities that you do, but you only limit the time that you want to spend on that. So from now on, only watch Netflix 60 minutes a day or watch YouTube 60 minutes a day. And when you reach those 60 minutes, you stop. It doesn't matter if it's exciting what you're watching or it's very, very interesting what you're doing on Netflix or YouTube. Make sure that you stop at that moment. Or what's perhaps even better, you can use those 60 minutes that you're studying as a guide for how many minutes you are studying. So for instance, if you want to watch Netflix 60 minutes, make sure that you study 60 minutes first. Don't do the studying after you watched, because you want to build up and then you use the time to enjoy something else. Also, make sure that 60 minutes of studying doesn't have to mean 60 minutes in one sitting. You can do 15 minutes of reading, 15 minutes of note-taking, 15 minutes of memorizing. You can rehearse the things or go over the things that you studied before, but make sure that you get to your 60 minutes. And also be flexible in your approach. So if you can't do 60 minutes because of other responsibilities, you do 30 minutes or 20 minutes. It's always better than doing nothing. So you start with 20 minutes, you build up to 30 minutes. It's like running. You don't start running a marathon at once. You start by running a couple of 100 meters and then you build up. And that's what you do with studying as well. So from now on, time how many minutes you are studying. In the beginning, just use your stopwatch. on your phone or on your computer, find an app or a website, and just make sure that you count every minute. So you start, you press the stopwatch, and when you stop the stopwatch. Make sure that you get to your 60 minutes, for instance. Just like you're doing with, for instance, your Fitbit. You walk every day your 10,000 steps. The same applies to studying this way. After all, you're on a time budget and you want to study to change your future. Well, do that this way. You remove a little bit of entertainment every day and you swap that for a little bit education. Entertainment to education. And if you've done your education, you can use the entertainment. So to conclude, put yourself on a time budget. Replace entertainment by education so that you can build your future starting today. Start with a small budget, 20 minutes or something, and do that for every day. Every day you learn for 20 minutes. And you keep track of how many minutes you are studying. That's very important. So you do your 20 minutes, you take note of how many minutes you actually did, and you make sure that you get to your 20 minutes. And if you did, you can always expand. So this week you only do 20 minutes a day, that's fine. Next week you go to 25, for example. And so you build your momentum in studying. Now my question for you is, how many minutes will you commit to studying today? Write that down in the comments and I will have a look at it and I will give you a thumbs up. Talking about thumbs up, this channel is all about helping busy people study smarter. And if you're really interested in that, make sure that you subscribe. We talk about productivity for studying, time management, how to develop your brain, smart reading, etc. If you like that kind of stuff, make sure that you subscribe. From now on, remember, now that you know, use this information to grow. Have a wonderful day and I'll see you in the next video.